Good morning. Just a short video this morning just to note that I've started planning Act 4.3. I think I got the majority of the plot finished. I actually spent most of the morning researching and I was researching a bit about the Australian outback, things I needed to know in terms of the plot. I also spent quite a bit of time reading about two of the big Western plot trajectories of the past 50 years that of Gravity's Rainbow and Final Fantasy 15. So I was having a bit of a think about plot structure and the way in which sort of action happens across some of those stories. I was having a bit of just a nice read about those. I didn't spend as much time writing first up this morning. I usually do because I can get lost in reading. But this morning I just let myself have a nice read of some of those things which needed to inform some of the things I wanted to understand about how I'm going forward with the book. But then I ended up in my planning session when I was writing the outline, I didn't do what I usually do, which is to do scene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the act. I actually just wrote it out as a slab of text because I wasn't exactly sure what was going to happen across the act in terms of that segmentation of time. So I just put it out as a slab of text, and then I'm going to put it into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure later, because I'm really happy with what I put down. And I think, like I may have even said yesterday, some of the things that I put down this morning were things I didn't know I was going to put down, but they're things that are now going to have a really significant impact looking back into the book and going forward. So I was really happy that I came up with an idea that is significant, and again is not just the passing of time without anything meaningful happening. You know, as nice as it is to have just action pass and things happening that what they are for their own sake, they all need to have particular reasons for being there. And I think, like I was saying the other day, in terms of the oblique strategies by Eno and Schmidt, and the concept, the card that I got about sort of find the meaning and then just really sort of dive into that. That's what happened this morning. Once I got the meaning and I got the reason for the act being there, the rest of the content sort of fueled out from there, which was nice. So I'll sign off. That's all I wanted to recount this morning, and I'll be back in more familiar territory tomorrow, and I'll continue planning Act 4.3. I want to finalise that, really make sure it's nice and solid, and then on to the end of the chapter, 4.4, which is what the end of the chapter is what I've had in mind the whole time. So I don't think that should be as tricky to get there. I kind of had the start and the end, not so much the middle. Now I've got a really good idea of the middle, and it will lead into 4.4 with some changes over the next couple of days. So I'm not forcing an act a day like I thought I was going to. When I started this planning, I made good speed at the start of part 1, and I'm allowing even sort of 2 days for each act at this stage, I think, to research, write, and then research and write, and that cycle is quite fair as I'm navigating what's happening in this first round of, you know, sort of significant outline planning for the part 2 of the book. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with more. Thank you.